there was a point where, because Jeremiah was already going on 2 months, 3 months, and Joey's schedule was he would be home the whole day, but 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. he'd be at work. And I remember there was a point where I didn't hate you. I wouldn't use that word. But no, I never hated you. Trust me, even when we fought, I wouldn't.
Jealous of me? Despise me?
No.
Because I wasn't home?
No. I didn't resent you like other people would have. Because I loved being at home with him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when it was 1 o'clock or close to like 12 a.m. or like, especially when he has a cold or he's teething, and I was Jeremiah and I was a first time mom, so I was a little paranoid. So every movement, you know, and I felt like because you were at work when he would be asleep, and that would be one of the hardest time because he'd wake up, and I'm very like, you know how I used to be with the kids. I'm very like, oh, come here. Like if they're sleeping, I have to be right next to them. I have to watch them nap. Like I was that crazy. Like, cause I mean, I was a first time mom. I didn't know that I was supposed to, like, it's okay to rest. It's okay to do your own thing while the baby is napping.
Well,
as long as they're safe.
That we learned over the
yeah,
years,
I felt like
over 2 more kids.
Yeah, and I was getting so tired because I would stay up till 1 a.m. until you come home. So I was up all day taking care of Jeremiah, and then I would be up waiting for you.
But I would be at home for the day.
I know. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I helped out.
Oh yeah, you did. You're a big help.
I'm not one of those, I mean, not trying to bash other guys, but
we would do a lot during the day.
I would.
Yeah.
I would do my part as much as I can. You know, being a dad. Feeding Jeremiah and all that, changing.
I think that's when I grew up, when we had Jeremiah. Like I grew up drastically.
Yeah, we both did.
Because I had to take care of a baby.
A human being.
Yeah, depending on you, and I was 21 years old. I could be out partying, but I was changing diapers. And I loved it. And I wouldn't trade it for the world.
No, I wouldn't trade it either.
No.
And there's times where I wish we kind of could have waited, just get our career, or my career, whatever your career, whatever your school, done first, and then have children. Obviously, you know, with our parents, well, my mom at least told me that, which is great advice. But you know, it just happened that way, and I wouldn't trade it. You know. It's challenging. Especially as a young parent, young father, it's very challenging, but it made me stronger mentally.
Yeah.
Pushing through limits I never knew I had, and
doing whatever it takes for the betterment of your family. Yeah. Crazy, because you know that it's not just for you. You got little people depending on you, so. Well, do you hear us?
Well,
You sound so.
From then on, it was just hustling, working, you know, doing the same thing over and over, taking it day by day, and then I finally got a job. So I was working as a civilian. It was the position was called community service specialist. And
I like that job for you.
I loved it.
That was fun.
It was great.
You'd bring free stuff out.
It was a job, you know, gearing more into like working with the community. You know, like through city events, national night outs, and red ribbon weeks. You know,
dressing up as the mascot. Who were you?
I was the
bulldog?
McGruff.
Oh.
I dressed up as a McGruff for a while, a few times. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was hot and sweaty,
Talking to
but it was
kids.
fun. You know, it was fun. I liked it. I really loved it.
Yeah, it was a good job.
then I did that for about a year, and it was fun, like I said. And after
then
that,
what happened though?
I was able to get
No,
into the.
before that, Jeremiah was.
Well, we moved out into our own apartment.
Hold on. Yes, but Jeremiah was a year old. Yeah, he was a year old, 13 months old, when we got pregnant again with our second born.
Well, okay, well, yeah, I guess we'll say that.
Yeah.
So Jaira, which is
Our second born.
I don't think we had that name yet.
No.
But she was already pregnant, and I actually got into the police academy, and I was only there for about a month. It was tough. It was very tough.
It wasn't the right time.
But I don't think it was the right time. It just didn't work out that way. I had an unfortunate death in the family. We had a newborn coming in, and it was just very tough. And my head wasn't in the game. My studying wasn't down, so I ended up failing 2 exams, and I was given a choice to either resign or get fired. So I chose to to resign. Then from then on, I was just back to security and doing security.
No, wait, the in between. Anyways, so we were a month in, a month to go till I was about to give birth to Jaira, and you had no job
For a month.
for a month. How stressful is that, right? How are you gonna buy diapers? Food? How are you gonna feed? So, I mean, we were about to sign our lease to our place.
While I was in the academy.
Yeah, we were about to sign. I had gotten the papers. We went and toured it. Everything was set. A good thing I didn't sign it.
Oh, because at the time we were living with your parents.
Yeah. No, I was already about to. Like, we had talked and we were like, okay, we'll sign it. But for some reason, we didn't sign it yet. But everything was go. And then a few days later, that's when he got out from the academy. And I remember, like, I was terrified. And I was pregnant. Like, we were about to have this baby in a month. And it's so crazy because when you least expect it, God always pulls through. 3 days before I was about to give birth, you got the job.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't all glamorous. It was
But
the same security job.
The fact that you had gotten a job before he was born,
yeah,
like, that made a difference.
And it was enough to keep us afloat and get the stuff we needed for the baby, for Jaira. And pretty much from then on, just same thing. Going through security, working that, having a born.
Okay, how was
we were
life?
living at our parents' house at that time.
How was life?
Well, this was what, 2015, 2016?
2016.
2016. Yeah.
How was life with 2 babies now?
At the time,
Yeah.
it was fun.
For my
hard,
part,
but it was fun. Jared didn't seem that hard.
no. And you know what's crazy? Because Joey, you didn't have any, like, paternity leave with Jaira. You were with me at the hospital for 2 days. We got home, you went back to work. And that was the hardest for me.
Yeah, it was hard.
The hard part was I was so used to having him for a month that I guess I'm gonna say the hormones again was all over the place. I had just given birth. Now I had a newborn baby and a toddler, almost 2-year-old. I had to care for by myself when you're at work. And your schedule was the same also. It was 5 p.m. 5 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. So imagine me. I had just given birth, fresh from the hospital, giving a bath to Jeremiah. No, you would help me before you go to work. You would give him a bath. And then give Jaira a bath, make dinner for the kids, for Jeremiah, for myself, and do the whole bedtime routine by myself. And then wake up every 2 to 3 hours because the gyro had to feed him, and then by 1:30 you're home. And I remember he would take over.
It was all
around, yeah. We were all co-sleeping.
It was hard.
It was tough, but we've gone through so much. Like, that's why it's crazy that.
And by so much, I'm talking financially, you know, mentally, all that stuff.
Emotionally.
Physically, because you know, it was physically tiring.
Mm-hmm. We both were running
the job
out
I
of
had
sleep.
in security, you know, while I appreciated at least having a job at the time, it was draining to the point where it was just like I felt like I could be doing more as a dad, as a husband, and I guess that kind of pulled me down. So pretty much almost every time I'd go to work, I'd be so I was done, I was drained.
Yeah.
I was basically relying on willpower.
And I basically took care of, like we've always talked about this, like ever since Jeremiah was born, I had been the one taking care of them with all 3 kids while you were at work. Like bath times,
I mean, that's the old school way.
Yeah.
I work so she can work on herself, you know, wherever she wants education, but it's hard.
Because I like to take care of my children.
You know, both our parents work, so we can't really have them watch the kids or anything.
Yeah.
So
I don't get babysitters, guys. We don't really have. We rarely. The only times people watch our kid is when I was in labor. That was it.
No, but like for strangers, I know I don't feel comfortable with other people I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
with people
but
watching, you know.
It's just something I don't really.
To each their own. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we'll work on that, but that was a rough year.
Yeah, no, it was. But it was.
Continue on to 2017.
It was rough, not because of the kids, but because of situation-wise, because of the transition from having that job that you wanted, and then boom, everything changed, and you went back.
It was a shock.
Yeah, it was more on like mentally, we were like, what just happened? Like we had everything planned, everything was going as planned, and then boom.
To this day, it's still like that. But we're stronger.
Yeah.
Now, but back to that. That's another
It's
story.
embarrassing, dude. And then 9 months later,
We got pregnant again.
we got pregnant again. So Jara was 9 months. Dude, he was 9 months. 9 months old, and we were pregnant with our third.
Which is Alea.
Our third child.
Beautiful
Our
little
princess.
Girl. Our last and final. She was more of a surprise. I feel
Yeah, she was.
Well, even Jara was surprised.
No, Jara was planned. For me. Like I knew.
I guess.
It's planned. You were in denial.
Alea was more of a surprise for both of us, I guess.
Yeah.
And
she was a surprise that we didn't knew that we needed.
Yeah, she's like
the cherry on top.
Cherry on top. Yeah. But well, when did you find out? What year? No, not what year.
Well, I gave birth to her 2017. She was born August. I remember.
It was New Year's.
Yes.
2017. Yeah.
Yes, I remember. It was New Year's Day. Sorry, it was New Year's Day. We went to church. We even took a picture outside of church. It was just the 4 of us. Little did we know, she was already inside my stomach. We went over to your dad's. Yes, because your dad was making fish fry.
Okay.
And this was the thing that got me, was the smell of the fish made me nauseated. And that's how I felt with Jeremiah and Jara when I was pregnant with them. Remember? And I told you, babe.
I'm sure it happened, I just don't remember.
Yeah, I know. And I told you, babe, like, something's happening, because I love fish. I love seafood. And when I went into the house, I wanted to throw up because of the odor of the fish. The fish fry was so strong. And then we were driving, and then I was like, we need to stop by the store. We went to CVS. And then you were like, you were getting annoyed. He was getting annoyed already because I was like, I need to know now. Like, then prolonging it. And you were like, no, babe. You're fine. Like, usually you always say that. You always say that you're fine. So, yeah, I went to the store. I remember the guy's face. It was around 9, 8 o'clock. I remember the guy's face when I had the first response on the counter. Like, he looked at me like maybe I look young, but I was, how old was I? 23? 24? Already 2 kids, yeah. And I remember well, after he scanned me out, he was like, good luck. I was like, thanks. I went in the car, and we were staying at my sister's because they went to Colorado for the holidays, so we were house sitting. And I remember, oh my gosh, and you didn't even want to be in the bathroom when I took the test.
I'm gonna be in the bathroom when you're sick.
Anyways, like I had no idea if it was gonna be positive or negative. I was praying it would have been negative because we were not ready for another kid.
Tough with 2 kids, so adding another one was.
So that was January 1st, 2017.
Didn't we go get pizza or something like that?
New Year's.
Or didn't we
Hold on. When we found out, I went to the bathroom. We were about to get the boys ready for bed. Went to the bathroom. Peed on it. Joey was outside in the living room with the boys. And I opened the door and I was like, I don't want to see it. And then I saw it. It was positive. What did I do?
I don't know.
I cried.
Oh.
I was crying. Dude, I was crying. I was terrified. And you hugged me. You were just hugging me and holding me.
It was one of those novelas since. Okay.
No, I don't think you knew what to say.
Oh.
You were just hugging me.
I think I was like.
And the kids were just watching. I was like, what's going on? And then I was like, I can't be pregnant. I don't know. How are we gonna do this?
Then how do we become more happy? I was like, it's okay. Do we?
Yeah.
What do we do?
I mean, it's there. What can we do? We have to take it with a grain of salt.
No, it wasn't that. We were told it was gonna be okay.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I'm talking about like spiritually, we were okay.
Yeah, I mean, we prayed a lot and we're like, Lord, why? I mean, it was not just because of the Lord. It
was not that we didn't want another kid.
We had played a big part of it to it. So I mean, God allowed it for a reason, right? And yeah, I remember. Oh my gosh! A few days later, I had told my sister. And I was freaking terrified to tell my mom. And I remember.
I was scared to tell my mom.
I am with like.
My dad, I'm sure he was.
I am my older sister. She made like a conference call, like a 3-way, 4-way call with my sister, my mom, and her and myself. And I didn't want to say anything. Like I was like, oh, you want to tell her? You tell her yourself. And then she told my mom like, oh, haha, you're gonna have another grandchild. And I was surprised because my mom was, I guess she was shocked, but she wasn't like, oh my gosh, you know. She was like, oh, another one? You couldn't have a basketball team now? I remember that's what she said. But I remember when we went to tell your mom.
I was scared.
Dude, yeah.
I was scared because I
we were
know
at
she was
Taco
gonna
Bell.
say.
Yeah.
I know what you're gonna say, Mom. Just about not being,
Yeah. Dude.
Obviously in her career, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to see like say Leah was, I didn't want to Leah. Of course I did. It's just I kind of wish we could have waited a little bit more. But I knew she was gonna say, it's just Like I'm sure any other mother would say, wish she could wait a little longer, but she just became a lady's blessing.
Oh,
All
yeah.
three of them are, but you know, we went to go out to eat, and that's when I told her.
Your
When
sisters.
we told her.
Yeah, your sisters were there, your brothers.
Yeah, and
Excuse me.
she was a little shocked at first.
I remember the look on her face.
Yeah.
And I was like,
But-
oh, I remember Amy. Are you kidding me, Joey?
We're not
What's
bashing her,
going
it's
on?
fine. It's just funny.
And I remember Gabby's face too, like, what? Like, what? Someone's not enough? No.
It was funny. I'll be honest, it was funny. But
No, you were sweating.
I was sweating, of course I was. I didn't know what I was gonna say. But then again, it's she knows what kind of man she raised, and you know, and she knows that I'll go above and beyond for the kids and for Aliana. So props to my mom and my dad and Martha always being there. And after we told her, that's when we had another challenge, obviously.
No,
with
hold
Leia.
on. Yeah, no, I think everything started like we were just so excited because when we found out
It was
she
a
was
girl.
a girl.
Yeah, we actually had her name picked out before we knew Jeremiah was a boy.
Yeah, her name was picked out when we first got pregnant.
And I don't know why I was hoping for a girl, and we combined our names and it came out to Leia. We did one of those online things. And saw
No, we
Leia.
didn't do online thing. I did it
Yeah, you did.
myself. No.
Well, we did do it.
Yeah, I know, but I got that name. I combined our names somehow.
Okay, and so that name was already picked out. Was it before she was born?
It was after she was born, a month.
I was applying heavily for
Because we needed,
police,
we
for
knew-
higher paying security
Okay.
jobs.
we knew that we need to level up
Yeah, so-
financially because we have 3 kids now.
So I applied at a nearby college and as a security, working campus security, and as well as another one. And I was just applying here, boom, boom, boom. It was September of 2017, right?
Yeah, a month.
After she was
She
born.
was born.
Okay, a month after she was born. And
You got a call on a rainy day.
it was a rainy day. This day was like, we were like,
We had just gotten back from eating out. We went to that place. Crying. It was raining. I remember.
okay. So
You got that call. We had just got.
Days.
Yeah.
trying to figure out what's gonna happen. What can we do?
Call you
Got the
next.
call from the college, and this college pays more.
And then we had forgotten
It's
about
more
it.
stable. You work for the school system,
We had
so.
forgotten about it that you had to
Yeah.
apply.
But I got a call and told me if I'm available to start orientation.
That you were hired.
Yeah,
The
that was hired.
conditional offer.
And I was like, yes, at the first sentence she spoke. I said yes, and I told her as soon as possible. She was like, well, we have orientation
Monday.
starting Monday. That Monday,
That was a
because
Friday.
it was a Saturday
That was a Friday.
or Friday.
There's no workout.
And yeah, it was a Friday, and it was that Monday. And she was also, well, you can also go to the next month. I go, no, I'll just take that month. I'll take it. So I basically resigned from my security job that next day, and then 2 days later, on Monday, I
Your
started
orientation.
with the college.
Yeah.
And from those 2 years,
No, that was one. That was a good
between September 2017 to
18. That was 1 year.
no, I worked there 2 years.
I know, but 1 year. 18. That's when you graduated.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
September 2017 to July 2018. That's just nothing but college security. And like I said, it was a better paying job, more stable,
More opportunities.
more opportunities. Which
Such as.
the police academy, the college also provides a police academy. Obviously, you gotta pay for it, but it's.
Oh yeah. But
But you can get through
Yeah.
grants and all that stuff.
no, but like if you, oh gosh, we're so.
It's a little
It's
spiritual.
spiritual.
I don't know if we get too much into it because I don't know.
Hold on, but like when I look back as our like when we were together, it's always been about timing. Now I just realized that first it was the Dallas when I was supposed to go, but God did not allow that. A year later, I was able to go, but with you as my husband, and then the academy and the academy. It didn't happen.
For the local police department.
Yeah, it didn't happen for some reason. I
I
feel
mean, it did
like
happen, but it didn't.
I
work
felt
out.
like we weren't ready, like
Maybe.
mentally. Maybe it would have taken a toll
I hope
on
that's
our
what's going on
family.
now.
And then, but the timing again, your place at the right time,